Hello, everybody. My wife is graciously using her phone because my camera took a shit. I'm getting a new one soon. Anyway, these are CDs of bands I've seen in concert. Here we have James Brown. This is one of the CDs from the Star Time box set. And there's a ticket stub from John Esquaga's Nugget in the Rose Ballroom in Sparks, Nevada. Navaduh. Anyway, that was 2 weeks before I met my wife. Here we have Beasto, Blanco, and that's Calico Cooper's in there, Alice's daughter, and we saw them at the Basement East. That venue got demolished in that tornado earlier in the year. So then we got that Nelson. They did an in-store appearance at Grimey's. Shout out to Grimey's, and they were in there singing for their Christmas album, and I think they did some of the other songs, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So then they were in there, and so we bought their Christmas album. And here we have Joan Jett, and yes, that is signed by Joan. I loitered by her bus after one of the shows.
Hard in some of this filming, he forgets that I'm much shorter than he is.
Yeah, it's, so this ticket stub was I saw her by herself, and this is when we saw her opening with she opened for Styx. Tesla was on the bill too. They were horrible. You couldn't pay me money to buy any of their music. This is Mickey Guyton. She's kind of like a country pop singer. Saw her at one of the Country Music Fest, CMA Awards. I call them Hick Fest. Yeah, just in humor, everybody, but Guyton complain. So that's hers. So that's. Then I saw Los Lobos. Saw them at something they called Pig Out in the Park when we used to live in that hellhole Spokane. Every year they would have overpriced food in the park and have some bands there. Los Lobos was there one year, so we went and saw those. They signed the booklet in here. Tears for Fears, I saw them 3 years ago. They opened for Hall & Oates. That's a good bill. Tears for Fears and Hall & Oates. I'll get to the ticket stub. It's in my Hall & Oates CD. Then here we have Deep Purple. Now, I saw them in Nashville. So here's the ticket stub where I did see them. Now, here's the ticket stub of the show they canceled, and they gave me the money back. But since I bought it online, it just went back onto my card. So I have a ticket stub of a show that never took place. So I've only seen them once. But I was going to see them twice. That was last year. This is why am I forgetting this woman's name? Deana Carter. She was here at the Hick Awards or the CMA Fest. We actually share a birthday, and on her website you can write to her. And I sent her a birthday card, and then she actually sent me one back and signed the CD too. So that was very cool. So and then for the guys and the ladies back there, those pants are tight, you know. Then this is Shelly Bush. She's no longer with us. I saw her singing downtown Nashville years ago when I was visiting. That's a real nice lady. She had her phone number on the back of the CD, and I was sitting at the airport passing time, and I decided to text her. And she would have been well within her rights to get mad, but I told her who I was and whatnot, and she actually answered my text, and we had a conversation. Real nice lady, very good singer. I have a video of her on my YouTube channel, but unfortunately she's no longer with us. And here's Styx, and this is when I saw them. One of these is in Spokane at the State Fair. The other one is here in Nashville. It was the bill with Joan Jett and Tesla. And Tesla, do us all a favor and just retire. You stink. Now here's Blue Oyster Cult, whom I've seen 8 times. This ticket stub is from the 2002 show where someone who I'm married to had some onion rings at Burger King before and was gassing out the audience with some SBDs. There's a video about that in my channel. So if anyone was at the venue that night right there, that was my wife doing all that.
Oops.
And then this is En Vogue. They played here at the Pride. This is signed by Rona. My wife got that for me on a trip to Florida, big Mickey Mouse convention. So we saw them. They opened, they were at Pride, I think, 4 or 5 years ago or something. And here we have Iron Maiden. Now, this ticket stub, is this the one from Camden?
Yeah.
This is from Camden, New Jersey. That's where I was born. That's my wife fart. Should have timed out a minute earlier. So the first time I ever saw Iron Maiden was in Camden, New Jersey, where I was born. Then we also saw them here in Nashville. What a week that was. The Stanley Cup Finals were there. It was a madhouse. Then here we have Ghost opened for Iron Maiden on one of those, and Steve Harris's daughter on the other one. This is Kiss. I've seen them 3 times. This is the first time I saw them, March 25th of 2000. It was Ted Nugent and Skid Row were on the bill, and then here's the other stub. Is when I saw him in Spokane, and then I saw him last year on the end of the road tour. So I saw him on the farewell and the end of the road tour. So that's 2 retirement tours I've seen him on. Maybe this will really be it. And here we have Boston. I saw them once in Spokane and once here. And this is signed by the former bass player. She lives here in somewhere in the area. Then here's the Tubes. I've seen them 5 times. I don't have any stubs of them because the first time I saw them, I don't know what happened to the stub. The other times I saw them, it was just like you paid cash to get in, or it was at the Pig Out in the Park. And in this January, I saw them with Loverboy, but they weren't. Their name wasn't on the stub. But so that's right. I actually saw live music in this current year, if you can believe that. But it was back in January. This is a ELO. Here, this was Jeff Lynne's ELO. And there's the stub. I saw them last year on July 3rd. So I guess they didn't want to play July 4th because they're British. I don't know. And here's Cheap Trick, whom I've seen various times. Once opening for Alice Cooper even. And this is a promo CD from their box set. So yes, that does say Sex America Cheap Trick. But if you're afraid of the word sex, you shouldn't be watching anything. Go home. So anyway, I saw them. Then over here, now we have Judas Priest. We saw them last year on the Firepower tour. There's 3 stubs in there because we had our stubs, and then they asked us if we wanted to sit closer, and they gave us other stubs, and we were like, okay, so we moved down closer. So, and my friend Jane was at this, so shout out to Fartface. She was at that show. This is William Shatner. You may think you're crazy. Nope, he did a one-man show. And my wife and I went and saw him, and we sprung for the meet and greet, and he signed the poster. So we've actually met Shatner. We're both Star Trek fans. Me more than her, but she likes it somewhat. So yes, we saw and met the Shatner. And this is a Motorhead. Saw them in Seattle, October 2nd, 2009. The venue is right like a block or 2 down from Safeco Field, home of the Seattle Mariners. So I went to a Mariners game, and then I went and saw Motorhead. In the same night. That was a pretty good night if you like baseball and music. And then this is Anna Popovich. If you ever get the chance to see her, I've seen her twice. She rips on guitar. Kick-ass guitar player. So if you get the chance to go see her, I saw her once in that hellhole Spokane and once here in Nashville. So if you get the chance, you go see her. Here we have Fifth Harmony. Go ahead and laugh. It's a girl group. I like them. They sing and harmonize well. They're not around anymore. They broke up. And I was correct in predicting. I said, how long will it be before they become Fourth Harmony? Because one of them's going to leave. One of them did leave. I think it was this one. No.
Front and center.
Oh, it was this one here. So she actually predicted which one would leave and which one would leave. So, but you get that many women in a band together, that many guys in a band together, it's going to get crazy. It's just how it happens. This is Sunny Sweeney. I met her at the Country Music Hall of Fame, whatever, awards store, and then we saw her when we lived in Spokane. So that's her. And then this is Hank and Cupcakes. I guess they're kind of like pop rock, sort of punkish. I wouldn't know what you call them, but I just say they're great. They played at Pride here 5 years ago. I liked them so much I bought their CD. And then here we have Kim Carnes. She sang here with the group Six Wire and nicely signed my CD for me there at the end. So that was that. Then here's Loverboy, and there's the stub from this past January, and the Tubes were the opening act, so that was a real good bill, Loverboy and the Tubes. And then here we got Hall & Oates, so here's the ticket stub, and that's with Tears for Fears. That was a good bill, and they had some weird flash sale, so I got the tickets for like $6 or something. That's with all the goddamn fees, it was up to 20, but... And here's Sarah Evans, and we saw her sing here. And a funny thing, some will probably consider this rude, but she was also doing an appearance here at the Country Music Awards. And I'm a fan of hers, and I think she's a beautiful woman. So I'm filming it, and she's talking with this guy, and at the end of it, she gets up, and her dress comes up. So right at the end of the video, you actually see her dress come up, and then she pulls it down. That's on my channel. So that's something for you to go look for. And then here we have...
Tanya Tucker.
Tanya Tucker. I'm having a brain fart. She was at the Country Music Hall of Fame singing by the Christmas tree. She sang and lit up the Christmas tree and signed my CD there. So, and then here's Mark Colley, who sings and was in the movie The Punisher. from 2004. He's a guy that gets a knife launched into his neck and whatnot. And there's a ticket stub from one of the fanfares where I met him at. But I actually saw him. He was singing at the public library in the courtyard.
You got 2 minutes.
Got 2 minutes. Okay, I got 2 minutes. This is I'm forgetting the name. Barbed Wire Dolls. My friend Christine, aka Foxy, was in that. There you go, folks. In case you're interested in that, real good band. And I saw them in Huntsville, Alabama. This is Alien Crime Syndicate. Saw them in 2003. They opened for Everclear. I thought Everclear sucks. I like the Alien Crime Syndicate. This is Ray Lynn. We saw her singing at one of the country.
We've seen her several times.
We've seen her several times. Country awards and the speeches and that is all of it. Now this is a Public Enemy CD. I haven't exactly seen Public Enemy, but I saw Chuck D give a speech on Martin Luther King Jr. Day in 2014, and he signed my CD. So he was up there speaking. So I'd sort of like sing half of Public Enemy because you Flavor Flav and Chuck D. So I met Chuck D. That counts as far as I'm concerned. If you don't think it counts, fight me. Anthrax, saw them in 2012. There's the stub. They were on the bill. It was Death Angel and Testament. I like Death Angel live, but man, I heard some of their CDs. They're horrible. There's a band called the Sharpies. I don't think they're around anymore. If you can find a CD anywhere, though, I recommend it. Very good. This is Alice Cooper. Now, this is the Alice Cooper band CD. I only saw him solo, but I stuck one of the stubs back in there, and that is signed by Dennis Dunaway in person. And, all right, here we go, Kansas. This is from, I saw him in 98 when I still had Steve Walsh and Robbie. And then this is from, I think, 3 or 4 years ago on the Leftoverture tour where they played the whole album in its entirety and whatnot. And so there you go. There's all the CDs I got of bands I've seen live. You're welcome for the burp and the fart from